Hi guys, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. Thank you so much for clicking on my video and spending a little time with me today. Whether you are a subscriber or this is the first time that you're seeing me, I really do appreciate your time, so thank you. Today's video is what's in that tote. We're going to take a look at some things that I have been dragging around, whether they're things that I made for a vendor event that didn't sell and I've brought it home again, or if they're just things that I made and get tucked away and are going to be a gift for somebody later. Who knows what's ever in these totes, and so that's why I want to go through them with you and take a look at what have I got to deal with. So sometimes for a vendor event, you know, in the very beginning, I think I just took a lot of my blankets, and people aren't always interested in big old blankets. You know, they come to vendor events, and a lot of times, like kids too, the kids have a couple of bucks in their pockets and they want to buy a little toy or something. So it behooves you, if you're going to go do events like that, to have a price range. You know, have some things that are just $1 or $2 to all the way up to your big good stuff that's lots of money or whatever. So I did go through a series of, you know, a period of time where I was just trying to make up a bunch of scarves so I could have some inexpensive things to sell at these events, and that they would kind of be the demographic, you know, like I didn't want to make just rabbit things, because then what if you don't like rabbits? Then you're not going to buy that. So, you know, if I make different colors of scarves and different patterns of scarves, then maybe you'll find something that you like. And that's where my intent is in when I go crazy with scarf making. So between scarves and cowls, I've got some lots of different things here. This looks to be just a single crochet stitch. There I'm holding two together, a blue and a white, and it's in a back loop only. So it's got a bit of a ridge to it. It's really pretty. It's very simple. It's very kind of short so that you could keep it just, you know, within the front of the jacket. Sometimes scarves can be really bulky if they're going to be underneath something. So if you make them a little bit shorter, it's helpful. So this was a little blue and white one that I made. I didn't go anywhere. This was, and I'm trying to remember what yarn this was. I don't remember it. It halos quite a bit. You can't really see it in this too much. You can feel it though. I liked the green. I think it's a really pretty, it's like teal, kind of like a greenish teal. And it's good scarf length, you know. And it's just, there's not really a stitch to it. You're just doing a single crochet and some chains. It's a no-brainer, you know. I knocked it out super duper quick, but then it didn't sell. I think I made a cowl in this as well. I don't know where that went. This is super cute, just simple little granny squares. I've made a shawl out of this yarn. This is, if I'm not mistaken, a Karen Simply Soft. It is one of those soft and shiny or Simply Soft yarns. And I have corn snakes. And so these colors remind me of my normal morph, Ezzy. I named him Ezra when I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl and was calling him Ezzy. And then did a DNA test and found out that it was a boy. So he's my Ez that I love so much, and he looks just like this. So I think it's super pretty. But again, just a little short one to keep the neck warm. Not too much going on here. Simple granny square pattern. Let's see. Here's another one. This is C2C. I love me some C2C. And this brown and white and cream variegated just was super pretty. So just a simple, not too long. Nothing, you know, $5. Nobody was buying them. $5. Come on. I'm going to save this one because I like that. This is one that, so there is a blanket that I made. The pattern is called Drop in the Pond because it looks like you have dropped a rock in the pond and then the, you know, the waves that come out from that. But I made it with this red and orange color, so I called it like Drop in the Lava. And then I made a scarf with the leftovers. I didn't pick my striping points. Ooh, I might just connect that so that it's a cowl instead. But it's Harry Potter colors now. And so that, I didn't do that on purpose, but It is. It's like a box stitch, I think they call it. It's just a cluster of 3 double crochets and then a row of chains so that you have something to put the double crochets into. So cute. Cute. You've seen this yarn before in a few projects. These are just V-stitches. But I really enjoy this variegated, and I kind of made this one wide, so you could put it up over your head if you needed to, and then tuck it in, nice and warm. Okay, we've got another, just a simple pattern. We've got 3 double crochets, some spaces, chains, 3 double crochets. Nice, pretty brown color. Good length, you know, super nice length. So, trying to hit all the demographics, men, women, some long ones, some short ones. This one's a little bit scallopy or whatnot. These are big. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets in these clusters, and then a single crochet on the top of it, and then it looks like a V-stitch, so that then you have something to put the double crochets into again. With a nice border. It's got a single crochet border on it. I like that. So nice, simple, dark brown. Who doesn't love some camo, right? I thought I might find some guys that would enjoy this right off the bat, but I guess guys that would like camo don't wear scarves. I guess that color and pattern, or that color and item combination didn't work. But I like the yarn. Oh, what else do we have here? Yay. I love the way this played out. Again, it's box stitch. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, and then a row of chain. Let's find a non-black row. So you've got your 5 double crochets, and then you're chained to the next row, and then 5 double crochets. So I really like how the color played out on that. I guess nobody else did. Okay, and then there's some smaller, there's some baby blankets in here, and I think that you'll find that they're a little bit smaller than the normal baby blanket. This again, this is some yarn that I think it was Lion Brand Jamie, that baby Jamie yarn from a long time ago. I think I got this with my mom's stuff, but just a C2C, and this cute blue and green and white variegated. This one's really small. This one's only, oh, I don't have the measurements for it. But my idea behind these is that, you know, sometimes a baby blanket is too much to carry in the car, and you don't want that giant thing, you know, lugged around everywhere. And if you lose it, it's baby's favorite, and they're going to freak out and never be able to sleep at night or whatever. So making a little small car-sized blanket, or just something to take along with them, you know, maybe this just becomes their second favorite. So they take this to Grandma and Grandpa's instead of, you know, like I was big on, if it's your favorite, it does not leave the house, so that you're not going to lose it and freak out. So when I, you know, thought to make these little smaller baby blankets to just take in the car, or just, you know, somebody, they just need to hang on to their little blankie. It's not a big old giant thing. So just an alternative. I made a couple of those, I guess. That's exactly the same as that one. This one I really liked. This I know for sure was my mom's yarn, this green and yellow. And so I made it into these solid granny squares, and then put the window pane, single crochet border in it, which I love, and then 2 rows of double crochet up here. So I really like this blanket. It's not as big as I'd like it to be, but I used up all the rest of the green and yellow that she had. I don't have a measurement on this one either, but I think that these were separate because they were not at least 25 by 25 or something like that. Oh, my taper's right here. Ding dong. So this one is 20, and these smaller ones are 14. So much smaller than a standard size blanket. My pile's going to get in the way of the camera here in a minute. Let me move that. Okay. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Oh, I made 3 of those, I guess. This is that same one, that blue and green. Okay, this is one that you guys have seen me do a stitch before. I've actually done a tutorial on it, and I showed this blanket in that video as a photo overlay, but here it is in person. This is 2 double crochet rows at the same time, and this is done in Karen Jumbo. I don't have any of it anymore. I had some that lasted me forever, and I used it. I felt like every time I was reaching for baby blanket yarn, I was reaching for this, and I was tired of it. So I was glad when I was finally through it. But now I've seen it at the store again, and I want to buy some more. But it's really, really pretty, yellow, blue, pink, all variegated like that. And when done in this double crochet, 2 double crochet rows at the same time, go check out that video, because I love that stitch, and I believe that you will too if you haven't seen it before. 2 double crochet rows at the same time. Love it, love it, love it. But this one is a full-size baby blanket. Did I put the measurement on it? It is big, 31 by 31. Okay, these 2 things are the same, just one's bigger than the other. You know, it's all about winging it sometimes, right? You're following a pattern and you think, I want to do something a little bit different with this. I'm going to take knowledge that I got from this blanket and add it to this blanket. And this is what I ended up with. And it's janky and it's wrong, and I know it, but I can't throw it away. So here we go. So I was making this spiral. These are all Karen Simply Soft yarns, and I was trying to make a spiral to put them all together, and then I wanted to square it off, and it did not work. Like, my count is way off. It's janky is not even the right word for it. I don't know that stretching and blocking would even work, but I think it looks cool, even if it isn't shaped right. I enjoyed it so much that I don't know if I tried again. I don't know which one came first, but this one, I continued to try to add the color and do the border in the different colors of the spiral. But again, my counts were just way off. Like, hello, it's not supposed to be like pointy edges or anything, but that's what happened to it. But that's okay. You know, it's all good. It's all good. We learn from all of it. You know, keep stepping out of the comfort zone and trying something. It's not going to hurt anything, and you might actually learn from it. So, okay. Now these were, I mentioned before that I'm from California, and we moved out here to St. Louis about 17 years ago, and there was something that I had to go back to California for multiple times in a year. I flew 7 times, and so round trip, that's 14 flights in less than a year. And so I didn't want to be thinking during this time like I was flying for something that was a big deal, and so my mind was always elsewhere. But on a flight cross country like that, you really need something to work on or whatever. Rambling, I bought some plastic hooks so that I wouldn't get stuck through security with my aluminum hooks, and so I made some baby blankets that again are not a big full size. I don't have the size on this, so let's take a look. These are about 20 by 21, 22. And so it's just a ripple, you know, sort of a wavy. And then I squared off the edges so that they would be, instead of having the scalloped edge, it has a squared off edge. So, yeah, I had a bunch of this Simply Soft, and I just wanted to bust through it. And so here they are. And I've given a bunch away. So, God, I wish I knew how many I had to begin with, because it was, I don't know, there had to be like 15 of them, but all different color combinations. This one's yellow and green, purple and green. Here's one with a rose and white. I did a different count. Like some of them I just did one stripe at a time. This one I added purple, blue, and the rose. And then this one's special. During my time flying back and forth, I was communicating with a friend, an old friend of mine named Jeanette. Hello. And she was really offering me love and support during that time when I could vent and share with her what I was going through. And she was really, really very supportive. So thank you, Jeanette, if you're watching. Jeanette had twin boys. And so in making these during that same time, I told her that I was going to keep these as a set to honor her twins. So, like I said, I had probably a dozen different ones of these that I have given away piece by piece by piece or whatnot. But these I've always kept as a set. I will not split these up because these are for the Brew Boys. These are for Jeanette's twins. So I really liked this one, greens and blues. And then this one had the green and blue stripes. So again, just a smaller size blanket so that your kiddo can take it in the car or to grandma's house or out shopping or whatever, and not fear that you're going to lose the favorite blankie, and not worry about having to lug around a much bigger blanket. You know, with these being smaller, just 20 by, 22 by 22 or whatever, they can come in handy, and you don't have to deal with your big old full blanket or whatnot. So that is what we've got. We're all empty here, guys. So I hope you saw something that you are motivated to make one of. I don't know if you've made smaller baby blankets before, but I think that's a great idea. I don't know if you've spiraled before, that you tried to square off, but that was fun, even if it didn't turn out right. 2 double crochet rows at the same time. Check out my tutorial or other videos that are out there on YouTube. I love going through these totes with you guys. I'm surprised sometimes when I see what I have in there, and other times it's just a nice memory of the time when I made it. So thank you so much for sitting with me today. I really do appreciate your time. I know you've got lots of choices out there. You could watch anybody on YouTube. So the fact that you've chosen to sit and watch me today, I really do appreciate chit-chatting with you over crochet, friends. So thank you so much. Have a wonderfully blessed day, and I will see you again. Thanks. Bye-bye.